And just when we thought it couldn't get any more bizarre, here we have the baby cage. Yep, you heard correctly, a cage. I was browsing Reddit and came across a post that got me thinking about gadgets parents used back in the days to make their lives easier. So today, we're stepping back in time to explore some of the most unusual and sometimes questionable parenting gadgets from the past. It's a journey through the evolution of childcare and a glimpse into what parenting looked like decades ago. First up, we have the 1920s folding high chair that transforms into a stroller. This innovation was part of the era's love for dual-purpose, space-saving designs, quite crucial in an age when families lived in small, multifunctional spaces. While innovative, these devices often lack the safety requirement by modern standards. Interestingly enough, you can still purchase many of these high chairs and stroller combos at antique stores or even on eBay. Probably better as a collector's item rather than actually using it for the intended purpose. Next, let's talk about car seats from the early to mid-19th century. Most of them were essentially a seat that hooked over the chair or in some cases even the side of a car. Do keep in mind that the modern 3-point seatbelts weren't even commonly used until 1955, so it shouldn't be surprising that car seats from that era also didn't have seatbelts for children. This next one almost looks like something out of a horror story. This is a baby walker from 1939. The idea was a pair of wooden posts strapped on one end of the infant's leg and the other to the adult, so that the adult could actually control the baby's leg movements. And there was also a harness connected to a pulley so that the child could be held upright while taking steps. As far as I can tell from research, this wasn't a widely used item though. And just when we thought it couldn't get any more bizarre, here we have the baby cage. Yep, you heard correctly, a cage. Invented in 1937, this contraption was used in crowded cities where green spaces were scarce. Parents then believed that exposure to fresh air and sunlight could prevent conditions like rickets, a common problem in urban areas due to poor living conditions and lack of exposure to sunlight. The baby cage was seen as a practical solution, albeit a risky one by today's standards. Luckily, the use of baby cages wasn't as widespread as we might have imagined. It was a controversial idea even back then, reflecting on the desperation of urban living rather than a common parenting practice. I'm just glad that it wasn't something you'd see when walking about the neighborhood. In 1971, an automatic baby padding machine was patented. During the post-war era, there was a boom in household gadgets aimed at simplifying domestic tasks. This machine was an attempt to give parents a break by automating a soothing pat on the back, literally. As far as I can tell, this was only patented and never released. Although I believe that even in today's time, there are some parents who wish it was released because I've seen videos and pictures where they've strapped like that little moving bass fish on back of a baby to act as like automatic padding thing. It's pretty ridiculous. Exploring these gadgets give us a window into the past, showing us how our grandparents and great-grandparents approach parenting. Each gadget tells a story of hopes, fear, and daily realities of parents in different eras. What did you find the most surprising or shocking? Let me know down below in the comments. And also let me know if you heard of some other bizarre baby gadgets for the past. And I'll see you in the next video.